What's up, my friends? Question for you. Have you ever struggled with dating people that don't seem right for you? Or have you ever been in a relationship and something just felt off about how you related to that other person? Whether you've been with someone for a short time or a while, have you ever noticed that something is just missing? Because that used to be me. I've experienced those struggles. I've been in those relationships where I so badly wanted to feel fulfilled, and yet there was still just something missing. In this video, I'm going to give you an exercise so that you can finally gain solutions to these problems. The very same exercise that helped bring my twin flame into my life. You'll date easier. You'll choose more ideal partners for yourself. And you will be much more likely to find that special person that seems to be made just for you. Or it might just validate what you already know about the amazing partner that you have in your life. Maybe you can relate to this. You see, my previous partners were great, and they had amazing qualities in their own right. And I always used to think that was enough. And what I've learned is that it wasn't gonna be enough, because I neglected to realize what I actually need in order to be fulfilled by another person. What qualities, traits, and values does a person need to have in order to be an ideal partner for me? As great as my past partners were, there were some core needs that I was still missing, that I was unable to get from them, and that I didn't know to seek out. This is just one reason why dating and relationships can be so challenging. You choose to spend your time with those who either can't or are unable to give you what you want and need. So, the way that you ensure that you begin receiving what you need is to first discover and declare your needs. Build a menu. Imagine a menu at a restaurant. And on this menu is all your favorite foods, your go-to entrees, your favorite desserts, and your ultimate appetizers. The most amazing restaurant you've ever seen, because this menu is completely built for you. Pretty cool, right? The thing is, at some point you had to discover all of your favorite things. Over time you began to build this mental list of all your favorite foods. And this is what we're going to do for your love life and many other areas we can apply this practice to. It's called the conditions of satisfaction list. What you're going to do is create a list of around 10, 15, or 20 plus items. These items should be of utmost importance to you. For my own personal love conditions of satisfaction list, I have 28 items. It started with 20, and then later I added more. You see, for me, I learned that nurturing, physical affection, compassion and understanding, and acknowledgement are my greatest needs. I also realized that these top needs were sorely missing in one way or another. No wonder I felt like something was missing. The few things that I particularly needed more than anything, I was not receiving. And I didn't know any better. This is why you need to write it down. You need to know it, and you need to see it. Too many things only exist as thoughts or feelings, and these things will only manifest if, 1, they are clear, formed, and concise, and 2, if you take some action towards that thing. There's a quote by Wallace Wattles in The Science of Getting Rich. When you try to impress your wants upon substance, remember that it must be done by a coherent statement. You must know what you want and be definite. You can never get rich or start the creative power into action by sending out unformed longings and vague desires. Basically, if you desire your wants to manifest in your world, then it needs to be clear, concise, and declared. Your vague thoughts and feelings lead to nothing. Now, what you can't imagine is how useful this tool was when I was in a state of looking for my next partner. And this is for those of you who are still dating or looking. I finally had this list of all these things that I so deeply wanted in my next partner. If I found a partner who had at least 80% of all these love items that were of most significance to me, can you imagine what that person would look like to me? They would look pretty damn great. And the cool thing is that she is. She is actually so much more than that. Believe it or not, but my flower actually checked every single box on my list. And yes, that's all 28. 100%. That's my dream woman, my perfect partner, and that's exactly what I saw and have in her. And again, this is why you write it down, because how else will you know? Now, when you refer to your list, I want you to operate at least above 80% fulfillment. As my own master coach, Hans Phillips, taught me, also the one who introduced me to this exercise, by the way, successful people operate above 80%. The rest are comfortable operating around 50% or less, and yet we wonder why things don't work out as well for us. So, 80, 85, 90 plus, just no lower than 80%. And if you're finding value in this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoy my content, please subscribe to the channel. Now, how else can we use a conditions of satisfaction list? Cool thing is that you can use it anywhere. If you're on the lookout for a new role or job, if you're looking to move to a new location, maybe you need to hire an assistant or an employee, create a conditions of satisfaction list for these things and then begin your search while operating above 80% fulfillment or more. Not only will you know what's most important to you and you begin to manifest it in the world, you also now have a way of quantifying what you want or need. If it's a potential mate, they probably have a really good chance of giving you what you need if they have these qualities that you're looking for. That sounds pretty amazing, doesn't it? If it's an assistant, you have an easy measure to compare against other candidates. And I assure you, as you begin to bring this action into your life, it will bring you more satisfaction. So, my intention with what I do is to assist you in becoming a better version of yourself. I want you to elevate. I want you to have more. I want you to be epic. More happiness, more joy, more fulfillment. And I don't want you to have to learn the hard way like I had to. Now, if any of this is working for you, please subscribe to my channel. Watch another video. You'll have a couple recommendations at the end of this. And let me know in the comments below, what do you want me to cover? Where do you need support in your life? And as always, live on purpose. I'll see you next time.